With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the City Beautiful.
Come on, fellas. Three.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. A throw left side here taken in by Driver. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Squirrel. On the 10. I like it, good.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. LaShawn McCoy, 72 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. That's complete, right side, driver with it. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 38, Roethlisberger gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Solid, 5 down. Easy, easy. Black is on!
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. The connection made. It's Graham. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. With safety Ed Reed there to make the play.
66, 77, 77. Hey,
on 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Undercut. 3.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Mariota. That'll be complete to Donald Driver. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the read option, it's Mariota. And an alley to run. Pat Marcus Mariota. Nobody's going to catch him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marcus Mariota. 46 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Ben to throw again. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play fake, Mariota. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw again. Mariota. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return. As he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gators.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
Whole team spell. Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I said two.
They'll wait to throw on second. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now it's Elway. He finds his target, Fuller. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Elway. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, Eckler. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. Elway. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now Graham looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now Graham on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Now it's Graham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th down with Graham. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
18 Gator.
Quick throw here to Hilton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Dillon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Running right, here's Dillon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Graham going to set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. That's caught inside the 20. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down, Elway. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Set. 60 outlaw.
I'm going back.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
95, Mike, 195. I got you. I got
Five.
From the gun, it's Elway. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down, Green brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
March 47. March 47. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Now.
Throwing now, Graham on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Dillon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third down from the gun, Graham. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They will indeed go for it with Graham. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Stills. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here is Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Once more, here's Eckler. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Elway now looking to throw on third. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. A gain of 11 and a first down. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Watch it. Recon, 152 fighter.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's Eckler again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. On the draw, here's Peyton. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you...
And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Graham. And this is going to be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
64.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Third and medium, they opted to run insteed of pass, and it worked. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Elway's going to throw it. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, check 52.
Now it's Elway. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Intended that time for Cooper. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Graham to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking to go back to Stills, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got his man Hilton. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
Wait, set, 53!
Check, 47. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Check it!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coleman now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey, 66.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Miller. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Elway. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
64.
On second down, Elway. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and they'll go option to the short side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Elway to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he connects with Ebron. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. Now Elway. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Visitors 7, Steelers nothing. Rams set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Close 50.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
72.
On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is in. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as... These guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down. 10-2 soft.
Check, 47.
It's been a long day for you. Let's go.
Now the Hall of Famer. This is Gale Sayers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Graham on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A run at Sayers' right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Graham looking to throw on 2nd down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
70, 80. Hey, Charlie.
47 mark, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Leo.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Lucky.
Big grip.
On 3rd down, here's Graham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Hey, exit.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
I'm coming.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I'll get him.
Here we go on 4th down with Graham. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Elway. It's complete to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Elway. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They run with Sayers. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A pass there over the middle to start things out, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Throwing now, Elway on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. Now it's Elway. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Elway. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach says,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So that one will be accepted. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Third down from the gun, Graham. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Hey, stand on.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Graham going to set up to throw. It's caught. Lock it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Graham being chased out left to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. A key to lead on the coverage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
March 47. March 47.
Hey, shoot.
It's our deal. Hey, it's our house.
Out of the shotgun, Graham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Elway. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Elway. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Elway. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And now it's second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Elway. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Elway. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Throwing again, it's Elway. Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26. Check out.
Here's Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they'll run with Sayers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 4, check 4. Let's go.
Here's a give now to Sayers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
Mike 51. Watch the call. Watch the call. Check. Leo. Ready?
On the give, this is Sayers. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So we got man.
Get it.
A run, this is Sayers. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bravo.
Operating from the gun, Elway. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, second down, and a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Jumper. Cheetah, now.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51. Who that? Mike 51.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. first down, a run with Cohen. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
64, quick.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Exit.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Get it.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Let's go now. 90
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Now.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Tressway now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Check, 47. Watch the curve, Switch.
Where they see?
Mariota now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch twist. Watch.
Three.
Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And it's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.